Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. We're going to jump. Bitcoin dropped a lot yesterday, 5%, and that took out the altcoins. Altcoins got bloodied. We're going to jump into the charts, hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going to technicals, and it was just a red day in the market. It already reset on the percentages, but I can show you here on the screenshot. IDEX was down 20%, FXS 20%, World 17%, SUI 18%, Link 15%, Partisia 15%, IOTA 15%, Uni 13%, Doge 10%. Massacre in the markets. Everyone getting hammered on this Bitcoin nuke. Bitcoin dropped from 70,000 all the way down to from 71,100 last night, and then around last night it dropped from 71, spiked down to 64,000, which was quite a huge drop. It's almost 11% drop. When you zoom out, it doesn't look so bad, but in the altcoin side of things, it looks terrible. On the weekly, volume again quite high for Bitcoin. Still 2 days left. Still in this bull flag. Crypto Guru Bot fired a blue buy February 2023. Hasn't fired red sell yet. But I would say the majority of the move has already been accomplished. Squeeze Mob has started to go gray. For the first time, Squeeze Mob has turned gray, which is not good. On the daily chart, Bitcoin moving in this symmetrical triangle. Still symmetrical triangle. Didn't change even though with this drop, it came down to the trend line, but it's still going in this triangle. We can extend it out like this. Still a bull pennant or bullish bull flag, in my opinion, on the daily. Stochastic is oversold, reset. If we get a strong bounce here and continuation, then we can move like this and break out after the halving. It looks like the breakout date has moved to the 26th. If we don't get a bounce here, it won't look so nice going into the halving, to be honest. Few days left until the halving. Let's go into the 4 hourly. Massive sell. Look at that. Someone sold 109. The normal hourly volume, the normal 4 hourly volume on Bitcoin, you can see on the top left, is around 10,000 Bitcoin. Someone sold 100,000 Bitcoin extra to cause that dump. Someone dumped 100,000 Bitcoin, and that's what caused that sell-off. But look at that volume spike. Crazy. One of the highest volume spikes we've seen ever for Bitcoin. On the hourly, trying to make a bottoming formation here. Stochastic trying to turn up. Where I would open along is another continuation of this trend line. If there is any more pullbacks onto major supports, that was a strong pullback, nuked everything. So support there, tight stop loss underneath. Safer trade 64,475, and then continuation, and hopefully continuing this bull market for the 4th to 5th wave to 88k. But it's not looking so good after this going into the halving. It should have been much stronger Bitcoin going into the halving, but it's showing a lot of weakness. But that would be the first target. If the halving goes well, then 115 is the next target. 87 times risk to reward ratio opening on this trade. Opening at 64,750, stop loss 64,161. Take profit 88k and 115k. Risk to reward 87 times. Risking $589 to make 51,000 per Bitcoin with no leverage, with 10x leverage of $516,000 profit. That's the trade I would take on Bitcoin for a riskier trade, a safer trade. This is the safer trade on Bitcoin, pulling back again to this nuke support. But to be honest, this nuke was not good. We should have had a pump going into the halving. Buy the rumor, sell the news. And it looks like going into the halving, there's not much pushing up of Bitcoin. No one. We went from 72 to 64k in a few seconds on that 100,000 Bitcoin sell. I don't know who has 100,000 Bitcoin to sell, to be honest. Only like the US government could do that, which is quite interesting. But that's the trade I would take on Bitcoin. My account got hit very hard. I'm going to show you my account under the video. Go down below. One is the exchanges I use. Bybit gives you a $30,000 bonus when you use this link. 2 is the courses. Take them all. Take the crypto master course for the Crypto Guru Bot. 3, join us in the Telegram. It's free and there's 9,000 of you. Over on Bybit, my account is 713,000. This month taking massive hits. At the start of the month, 907,000, then 761,000, then 920,000, and then 749,000, then bounced back 846,000, and then so in the last 2 days it lost 130,000. Massive drop since yesterday, even 790 to 713, almost $100,000 drop just since yesterday. Huge nuke, and most of that drop, USDT 116k, Bitcoin down 4.7%, Ethereum down 8%, massive nuke on Ethereum, Doge down 11%. It's just showing weakness across the markets, to be honest. Pocket down 11%, MCRT down 4%, WorldCoin down 16%, Uniswap down 12%. It's just nukes across the market here. FXS 20%, huge drops. My Bitcoin trade is still in the profit, $12,000, and my Ethereum trade just sitting about even, $129, but quite big drops here from Bitcoin, just showing so much weakness there. That was a weak, showing a lot of weakness. Let's go into Ethereum. Ethereum. 32226. Ethereum went from, failed the breakout. Look at that, and it broke underneath this rising wedge, which is rising triangle, which is very bad. Went from yesterday we were at 3.8, then dropped to 3.5, then from 3.8 all the way down to 3. So wow, 30% drop on Ethereum, crazy. But that makes a new trend line now, and that weakens the bull case for Ethereum, to be honest. Going into the halving showing so much weakness is not a good sign. Now we're in this kind of channel here on Ethereum, but it really nuked all the trend lines. Now we have to see how these new trend lines form after this. We have now strong support on Ethereum at 3,000. That's really where the support is, 3,000. And we have a channel, I would say, top of the channel is 3,600. So the goal now would be to try and catch a position again off this major area of real support. This is the real price of Ethereum according to this, because now after the nuke you can see where the supports really hold on, and the support on Ethereum held at 3,058. So really above there is no real support until 3,058. So I'd take a long from there, and then taking a bounce and trying to get a breakout going into the halving. That's the trade I would take on Ethereum. Those are my trades, everyone. Again, underneath the go down below, sign up to Bybit courses, and over on Telegram, you're just 116 of you online. A lot of people showing talking about this recent nuke, a lot of crying memes, a lot of stress memes. This guy made 4,000% shorting Ethereum from 3,500. Nice short. This guy made 2,600% shorting Bitcoin from 70,700. Let's look at the total market cap of cryptos. That took such a hit, 6%, and this resets all the trend lines, everything. This is not good for Bitcoin, not good for altcoins going to the halving to have so weakness. It shows that there's not much buying pressure. There's not much interest actually going into the halving. Usually it's buy the rumor and sell the news. Right now we're just having a sell the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. Ethereum pulling back. Total market cap went from 2.6 trillion yesterday down to 2.2 trillion, a $400 billion drop in crypto. That's why the market caps, they're always kind of inflated. You got to be very careful. The market caps are not real. The market caps are what if you could sell into all the volume and all what would happen. But as soon as people start selling, you can see that these market caps are not really reaching as high as people like to believe. It's a lot of leverage, or it's a lot of just inflated market caps with a lot of supply that's still circulating. So be very careful with these market caps, in my opinion. That made a lower high as well on Ethereum, on the total market cap of all cryptos. Not so. It still made a higher low, which is good, but it made a lower high, which is also not good. We have to monitor closely. How Bitcoin and the altcoins react after this drop is very important now to see if we have a continuation in the market. How we react today, if we get a bounce, if we get a recovery, it's very important. If we don't, it's going to be looking very dangerous going to the halving. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think is going to happen or what you think is happening. In my opinion, this was quite a bad correction, but it was 100,000 Bitcoin sold to drop this. So it is expected that if someone sells 100,000, and most likely who has 100,000 Bitcoin to sell, it's either Michael Saylor, the US government, or one of the biggest miners. They're the only ones that could drop Bitcoin so much. Let's look at Bitcoin market cap. You can see Bitcoin's market cap in the last few days went from 1.4 trillion down to 1.28 trillion. So losing by 110 billion into that sale yesterday. Let's look at the 15-minute candles and see where we can see that moment that Bitcoin spiked. No, it doesn't show here. The spike happened, you can see here on the 15-minute candles, it happened at 1:30 in the morning. 33,000 Bitcoin was sold in that hour, 10 times the normal volume. So it was about 30,000 Bitcoin that was sold in that 15-minute candle. That's my updates in the markets, everyone. Thank you for watching. Let's see how Bitcoin recovers here, and I'll make an updated video. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.